everyone, I'm Dr. Chelsea Hansen, a psychologist and a mom to a child on the autism spectrum. I asked you what you'd like me to cover videos on, and an overwhelming number of you told me that you want me to work on behavior modification or skill acquisition with you to help your child either overcome problem behaviors or build new skills. I decided to approach this as a series where we have to start when we want to overcome a challenging behavior for our child, or if we want to help them develop a skill for perhaps more independence. We have to start with goal setting. So as a psychologist, people in the field of psychology and self-help believe in setting goals as though they have already happened. So today we're going to pick one goal for your child, and over the course of this series we're going to work together so that your child can meet that goal. In order to progress in any area of life, we need to be intentional. We need to set goals for ourselves. Typically we do this on January 1st, but we can do it any time of the year is fine. It's March right now. We have plenty of 2020 left to do this. So if you want to run a marathon, for example, you would set a series of goals to achieve that. If you want to meet specific financial goals, you would be intentional about that as well. And parenting is no different. We need to be intentional because we have so many things that we want our kids to learn, to overcome, to push through. And in order to do that, we need to work on goal setting. For the purpose of this series, I want you to pick one goal for your child, and I want you to frame the goal as though it has already happened. So we're going to say on December 31st, 2020, my child, and then fill in the blank with whatever the goal is in your family. You want to pick one goal, even though you'll accomplish many things with your child in 2020, but for the purpose of this series, because we're doing it together as a community, I want you to choose one. So today we're working on goal setting, and then when you come back Wednesday morning for that episode, we're actually going to talk about how to track your child's behavior to see where your child is relative to the goal. We're going to take data. I will provide worksheets for you to complete for that. And then from there, we're going to work on a behavior plan or a skill acquisition plan. I want you to say the goal as though it has already happened. So as an example, you will say, on December 31st, 2020, my child can, whatever the goal is in your family, whatever the goal is that you've selected. You want your goal to be measurable, you want it to be specific, and you want it to be realistic. So think about what you really want your child to be doing in 2020, at the end of 2020, what you want them to accomplish, and that's the goal that you should choose. It'll be different for each of us, but we'll get to share what our goals are. I've set a goal for Olivia and William that I'll be sharing on Wednesday, and we'll go through this as a community. So some examples. On December 31st, 2020, my child has said his first word. On December 31st, 2020, my child has her first friend. On December 31st, 2020, my child can hold a conversation. On December 31st, 2020, my child respects personal space. Are your goals academic? On December 31st, 2020, my child reads. On December 31st, 2020, my child can write her name. Are your goals based on life skills? This is a big one. On December 31st, 2020, my child is potty trained. On December 31st, 2020, my child can dress himself. And I'm so excited that as a community we'll get to do this together, and we'll see where our kids are at the end of the series. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Come back on Wednesday morning when we do the next video in this series, where I'm going to provide you with the worksheet to track your child's behavior, and we will learn more about behavior planning and skill acquisition. So stick around for the series, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.